Hello everyone. Before I begin showing off my newest map, which I built today, it's a pretty basic map. I made a couple of basic maps recently with the River's Edge Zone Wars, the Sundays RPG Klinger Combo 1v1 map, and then now this map, which in case you didn't read the title, is called the Mountain Plateau Sniper Shootout map. Now, sorry about that, I had to cough there. I am using a voice changer, just that way everyone's aware. I do it for privacy reasons. Anyways, now coming out in the middle of October will be about 15 minutes of me building this map. It actually took me about a half an hour, but I did half of it when I still thought it would be a Zone Wars map. However, I decided to switch it up to a Sniper Shootout map after realizing that A, I don't have a Sniper Shootout map, and that would be a kind of cool map to have, and B, the map that I used, which is the Mountain Ridge regular map, is very well suited to a kind of sniper shootout map. It's nice and open with long distances between players, with large distances in between players. I did have a little bit of an issue putting up specific spawn points where it wouldn't be easy to just shoot down from the high ground and eliminate them. Without further ado, let's begin. And I am going to update something over the map, or with the map. So as you can see, it's in scanning mode. But yeah, okay, I don't know why the lake is suddenly devoid of water. Wondering about they all are. Yep, for some reason the water hasn't spawned in. Alright, but as you can see, there's a spawn point here and there. There are actually 10 spawn points. Now you have infinite ammo, because, oh, yeah, as you can see, there is water. It's just not spawning in. Same with over here. See, as you can see, water. Now, there isn't a spawn point here, here, but there's a spawn point on each of these mountains. There's a spawn point somewhere over there. There's a spawn point on that island over there. There's a spawn point in the forest, and then there's a couple of spawn points over there. I think 2 of them. Now, there are 10 total spawn points. And there are 10 teams. It's a 1v1, 1v1 times whatever, to the 10th power or whatever. 5th power or something. I don't know. I'm not a math major. Don't ask me. But yeah, every single person has a purple heavy AR, a gold heavy, and a gold legendary hunting rifle. Now, none of these weapons will kill, because hunting rifle damage is only like 100, or heavy sniper damage is only like 130 now, and you have 150 HP. However, any hit is gonna seriously screw you up. Now, in case you couldn't tell, because I already passed over them, or you just didn't know what these are zone or storm beacons. So yeah, there's a storm, and it, unlike my Zone Wars maps where it goes down to 0, it actually goes to about 50 meters, about this circle here, and then it stops. So plenty of time to continue fighting, and all of that. And it is once again a random zone. So yeah. However, this map is so big that 2,000 meters doesn't even cover the whole of it, which was the point. Now, what else does this map entail? For the most part, like I said, it's a very basic map. The only things I really added were the spawn points and storm beacons and storm controller. Everything else is the same. Now, you're unable to build in this map, in case you can. Actually, I think I can. Yeah, so they fixed that. But yeah, you can't build in this map. However, you can cut down stuff like trees. So, for instance, if someone's hiding in a tree, you can shoot out the tree. Environmental damage is on. So, yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm not quite sure what else there is. Like I said, this is a very basic sniper shootout map. Not really a lot of customization. There's not like any hidden snipers or anything. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, the first zone is probably only about half the map. Well, actually, it is probably, the first zone probably encompasses the whole of the map. The rest of it, I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, and there's also a little spawn point, cheeky spawn point here. Now what I'm gonna do is up the spawn up the gravity and up the spawn protection, because I only had it like a second. Yeah, so you're gonna have 10 seconds of spawn immunity. Sorry, excuse me. You only have one spawn. I need to find gravity. I don't really play around with the gravity, so I can't remember where it is. So bear with me while I find it, if I can find it. Gravity. Here we go. Now it's going to be low gravity, simply because low gravity isn't insane, but it's not normal gravity. Now there's no jump fatigue either, because jump fatigue really screws up sniper shootout maps. And not all of the sniper spawn points are right on the top of the hill. Some of them are a little bit to the side. Now, if you spawn here, this is actually the worst place you could spawn. My advice would be to kind of flank around heading this way. Did my game just crash? I think my game was about to crash there, because it just froze for about 20 seconds there. Or 10 seconds, sorry. 10 seconds there. Sorry, I was thinking 20 because I'm looking up the map code, because when I officially publish this version, I'm going to read off the map code, in case you didn't realize. But just so everyone knows, the map code is always in the description of these videos. And as I said yesterday, I'm trying to do about a map a day. Now, they're not always the very best maps that I could make. Like, for instance, okay, so this is low grav right here. Basic jump is like this. So let me actually test it out. Alright, so it's about 3 building blocks. Yeah, so your head it's either just exactly 2 or 3 builds, or just a little bit into 3 builds high. So that's roughly 2 builds high. But yeah, it's not really anything major, but it's a lot more than normal gravity. It's about twice as much. Just to kind of throw off the pace of these fights, make it a little bit easier to avoid, and also say you're shooting on someone, you guys are both reloading, about to crash into each other. Player collision is off. So that's a little bit of a second feature that I thought would be a little bit jarring, and it makes this map a little bit more unique. Now, I'm not actually sure if people without supported creator codes can make mountain maps, because I really haven't seen most people who aren't supported creators normally build add a couple galleries and some builds to a map, or they or they just sweat on their creative maps. There really isn't any really nicely made builds, because those people normally find ways to get a supported creator code, or get told, hey, this is how you can get a supported creator code. Just apply to be a supported creator, and then they get supported creator codes, and they start publishing their maps and get all the exclusive access and stuff. So yeah, I'm not quite sure about anything else. Now, there is a pretty significant auto start on this map, and that's just to get people loaded in. I've recognized firsthand that it can sometimes take time to get people organized and even just get people to play the same map as you. So that's part of the reason why my auto starts have been getting longer and longer. I know it's a bit annoying if you're a solo player on things like death runs, which is why I don't normally have auto starts on death runs, but I do have auto starts on maps where you need more than one player. Alright, well, I think it's officially time to publish the map. Publish. So as you can see, the map code 2019-1942-0631. Now, there is still a glitch on drop night, where for whatever reason they won't accept published maps. I'm going to try again pretty soon, but for now, everything that I've made since I've made my Desert Boomtown map aren't showing up on drop night. So, oh yeah, and my uneven edit course isn't showing up there either, because I haven't been able to publish them. All of my other maps that I want people to actually play are there. Now, obviously I did publish my crappy carnival map. That was just that way I could access it. say I wanted to go in and take a look at it, but I had a different island that I had set up for whatever reason. That's the main reason why I published it. It is public in case anyone wants to see how bad it is, but it's not going to go to a place like Drop Night. That's only for maps that I actually want people to play. And to a lesser extent, I do want my edit course played. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a thermometer, or a scan map. Thermometer map, sorry. So like say you put in 200 or 20,000, like if I were to put a gallery here, it would go from being kind of a dull blue to red. Now I'm not actually sure if I have thermometer islands, but I will check. And while I check, good, it's registered. Alright. I want to quickly go over something that I talked about yesterday. I'm going to talk about it today with this map as well, before I kind of... And that's that all of these maps, as you can see, this is kind of low grav. This hub is complete low grav. Anyways, I'm trying currently to make about a map a day, while I'm kind of avoiding making death run maps. Box fight tutorial. I'm not going to make a box fight anytime soon. Box fight map anytime soon. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the whole thermometer islands are, because you have large grid, you have regular grid. I just haven't seen any thermometer islands. Alright. I'll check later when I have more time. Oh hey. These things are all like Maka makes. Built a battle royale island. And he built the hub template tutorial. Okay, that's just funny. Anyways. Back to what I was saying. I'm trying to make currently a map a day with things like River's Edge Island, Tropical Island, Arid Island, all sorts of different maps. Mostly I'm building things like Zone Wars maps. They're pretty much all combat maps. Combat or practice maps, mainly combat maps. I don't really know what the difference between combat and practice maps are. If someone could send me a thingy about it. Or a thingy. I guess these are mostly like box fight and build fight maps. Maybe Zone Wars as well. I'm not quite sure what those are. Or what the difference between combat and practice maps are. Anyways, I am building, trying to build a couple of things. I'm probably not going to make something like a red versus blue map anytime soon, simply because I feel like everyone has done a red versus blue map. And I don't really see the appeal of them myself. I like maps where if you are going to be able to intrude on someone's spawn, they're not going to be respawning invulnerable. Like for instance, if in a Zone Wars map, if you're going to push someone's spawn point, they're already hopefully not AFK, but unless they're AFK in a regular game, they would be armed up already and they'd be making the choice to camp instead of they had to respawn there, so they're vulnerable. That's kind of my issue with red v blue maps, and I know some map creators have fixed it to the point where you can't attack spawn rooms itself, but it's still quite easy to just camp outside the spawn room and attack people as they're respawning, or just shoot through the barrier or death zone or whatever. So that's kind of my issue with it. Like I said, like I've said a couple of times, with things like I've said with things that I have issues with, other things, it's just my problem with it. It's not anyone else's. So yeah, so don't go, like for instance, if you think that I have the right idea or whatever, never mind. Anyways, but yeah, it's just my personal idea. It's not like that's the standard or something, just in case anyone isn't really used to playing creative maps or whatever. That's what I was trying to say earlier, sorry. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm going to try to make a map a day for a little while, mostly stuff like Zone Wars maps and the like. I might try to build a death run in a week or so, but it's going to be a pretty short death run. It's probably going to be another warm-up map. But yeah, that's simply because I'm going to have problems getting out more than a single upload for the next month or so, starting about August 17th, 18th. Actually, it'll be August 19th exactly, that Thursday, is when I'll probably start having issues. Sorry, not that Thursday, probably the Wednesday. It'll be one of those days of the week. It'll be sometime in late August, early September. However, hopefully by October, I'll be back to what I'm doing. Which is part of the reason why I've done so many like pre-recordings and why some stuff that'll come out throughout that time, like death runs and stuff, is pretty subpar. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry, but yeah. Now, for maps in December, what I'm not going to do this year because of the whole me having to be gone for a month is I normally try to upload death runs about 2 months in advance, which is why you see stuff like Easter maps in June or something. This year it's going to be the same thing. You'll probably see a few Christmas maps in like February and January. Next year I'll probably leave like days open in my recording. Like maybe December 25th is open or December 20th is open. And when I see Christmas maps that I want to play, I'll schedule them for that time, or I'll just leave them public. Or I'll just record them that day. I am going to build a Christmas map this year, and I'm probably going to try to play it on Christmas Day. So I might leave that recording slot open. But yeah, hopefully I'll have regular or my same recording schedule Christmas Day. Same with whatever other holiday. What I'm basically trying to say is, throughout that whole holiday stretch in December, hopefully I'll be able to continue recording. I'm sorry. The reason why I'm saying Christmas is my family personally celebrates Christmas. Anyways, that's probably the most I'll ever say on that subject, because religion is a very sore topic. A, and B, I don't really like getting into private stuff. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The whole point of this little spiel that got very crazy and just nonsensical is I'm going to try to make a few maps, or a map a day for the next 2 weeks-ish. And then I'll probably not make any more maps for a while, or be working on a map, but it'll take a couple of months for me to finish it. Simply because things will crawl to a snail's pace. Though once, hopefully, November gets around, I'll be able to adjust to my new schedule. And I'll be able to record all 4 recording slots, as I have been. Now, a couple of future plans here that I've mentioned in Assassin's Creed videos, but those won't come out till November, so I'm just going to mention them now. When Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy comes out, I am going to play it. I really enjoy the Harry Potter series in itself. I enjoy pretty much any kind of like fantasy / somewhat science fiction-y stuff like Star Wars and Warhammer. I really enjoy those kinds of things. Same goes for Harry Potter. I mean, nature books as well. I basically love reading, so yeah. I'm going to play the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game when it comes out. Hopefully going to start my recording on release date. If not, then it'll be at most a week from release date when I start my recording, though I'd like to do it release date. Now the first video is going to be an hour long, and the rest are going to come out, are going to be like 20 to 30 minutes, same as my Assassin's Creed videos. Though I might start doing like hour specials every 10 episodes or something like that. However, when I do that, the main question I have right now is, what slot is that going to take? Now, obviously, right now, I have 3 Fortnite slots and 1 Assassin's Creed slot. However, my wish is for that to remain with 3 Fortnite slots, 1 kind of other game slot, actually. Though the 9 AM recording, granted, does have, like, some mobile games occasionally. So, what is my plan for that? My plan is probably going to be, for instance, if I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey at the time that it comes out, I'm going to pause it and play Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. And then I'll go back to playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey once I've done a playthrough of Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. However, I could also do it at the 9 AM recording slot. That's something that I'll kind of have to see when I'm there. And if, say, within a month or two, or I either start Assassin's Creed Odyssey or finish it within a month or two of Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy's release, instead of starting Odyssey or starting... Sorry, a bit of hiccup there. my Assassin's Creed Valhalla playthrough, which I plan to do after Odyssey, I am going to instead just do Fortnite videos and other like random mobile games and stuff. So we'll have a four Fortnite recording slots until I am able to get my hands on Hogwarts Legacy. However, that's very specific circumstances and probably won't happen. What's more likely is I'll pause my Odyssey playthrough sometime in the middle of it. Either that, or I'll just have to return to it. So I'm sorry if that does happen. That's my bad, or that's apologies. But Hogwarts Legacy is definitely going to supersede Odyssey, because I've been waiting for almost 12 months now to play that game, and I am very excited to play it. Now, last but not least, here, I also want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I have that. I got the free when it became free on the PlayStation Store. I ended up picking it up. So I am going to do a Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough sometime in the future. However, this will probably be at least a year in the future. This is just something that I've just now started to consider. For instance, when I wanted to do Assassin's Creed playthroughs, I've actually wanted to do those since Valhalla came out. And it took me, 8 months to kind of plan it out and get to the point where I could actually start playing it. Same goes for something like Horizon Zero Dawn and other games of similar nature that I kind of want to play. Now, those are almost certainly going to take up my 5 p.m. recording slot, and those will not be started in the middle of like an Assassin's Creed game. The only game that I'm willing to play that will interrupt an existing playthrough on the channel of a different game is Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. So yeah, keep an eye out on that. I hope you guys are enjoying my Assassin's Creed playthroughs. Quick updates on it. I do end up getting the DLC, and I'm currently playing through the Pharaoh's Curse DLC. So yeah, you'll see that in late November, early December. And I'm currently I've just started it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, my plan for the Origin series, I do mention this in videos, however, those videos won't come out for a few months, so I want to mention it here and now since I seem to be mentioning all of my plans. Most importantly, or sorry, this isn't most importantly, but this is kind of part of the latter, or last but not least stuff. My plan for my Assassin's Creed playthroughs up until Valhalla for both Origins and Odyssey is to play through kind of a majority of them, or a majority of the playthrough, get the main story done, do some other stuff around it, complete most of the areas that you can go to, do all the DLC, and then move on to the next game. Now, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm still kind of debating what to do for Origins, as you guys have probably seen, and I'll be doing the same thing, debating what to do for Odyssey. However, I probably will do a complete playthrough of Odyssey. For Valhalla, it's almost a guarantee that I'll do almost every single thing I can. So just kind of watch out for that. Oh, I can't leave the hub map unless I glitch. Shame. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And I think that is everything for now. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed both the content updates and me showing off the map. I know that some of you probably came here thinking this map is going to be super in-depth and all of that, only to realize that 2/3 of this video is me discussing plans for the future. So I apologize to all of you guys if you stuck it to the end. And thank you guys all for watching. I hope to see you guys next time, probably tomorrow when I make a new map. See you guys then, while listening to this chill music.